My life has finally reached the point I always wanted it to be when I first started YouTube, back in 2010 as a 13-year-old boy. I got into beef with another YouTuber, I think. I don't know. Just in case you're wondering, yes, there is a little addition to this video.
Pizza for Adam West.
Thank you, Tara. We're gonna be responding to Twomad, all right, because he responded to me. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Interesting. Twomad responded to my video, guys. I'm his biggest fan. If you don't know what happened to Twomad, he got into some hot water recently over allegations and patterns of just problematic behavior that people have found issue with, specifically on Twitter. He's basically just been a piece of shit. Like, let's be real. The dude schizo posts. That's really what it is. He schizo posts, thinks things are funny, and then makes people mad on Twitter. He's been doing it for a long time. It's part of his just everyday, playbook, right? It's innocuous mostly. But recently, like I said, people have taken issue. He tweeted an image of a trans girl, not realizing she had herself. He said, I have a girlfriend, bro, look. And then he backtracked so much, and it was just like, come on, man, just stop a little bit. It'd be really easy to just stop at that point, right? And then we could have just moved on and it wouldn't have been a problem at all. He calls out how unfair the internet is, which is completely true. Come on, Twomad, this is not a winner's attitude, dude. He said they'd never get him below 700K. Let's see how many followers he has. 630K. And by the way, I only made the first video on all the insane fall off shit because he was posting about like loving kids, and I didn't really want to see that on my timeline, to be honest. He then tweeted, hello, Twomad. I have several accounts of you being inappropriate with minors. Would you like to respond to these allegations? Twomad, I made it. I don't even know if those posts are still up, but they're on Twitter. I don't know. I'm sure it was a joke, but I don't really like that kind of joke on my Twitter timeline. I'd rather see people getting killed and murdered.
If I chop you up in a meat grinder.
So he got mad, and then I saw the DM and I was like, okay, well, this is kind of funny. Let me make a video about this. This could be interesting. Looking back, I think there are a lot of valid criticisms that I made, and he didn't really do any accepting of accountability, which is, I feel like the whole situation would be so much different if he just did that. But alas, that did not happen, and he made a response to my video. It took him a while. It took him a couple weeks. I did not expect him to apologize. Obviously, I don't think he has that in him. Hey guys. You know who Twomad is? It is mostly nonsense. It is just Twomad being Twomad. He really does not seem to like me. Valid, fair. We'll go to the 16-year-old girl situation, the picture of her that he posted on Twitter. All right. He admits he doubled down. Girl, I think sexy because leisurely scrolling on couch Twitter. Saved because sexy. No idea of the death context. I don't even know how you recorded this, to be honest. Like, it sounds weird. It sounds like I'm in a movie theater. Get canceled even though I didn't know. So that's him asking how he's getting canceled. And I think people told him. They explained it to him.
Yeah, but the thing is, I didn't think much of it. It's the thing you guys are thinking about, I'm not thinking about, okay? Like, when I posted that, I'm just like, the internet will get very angry at me for this.
You look very handsome today. Thanks.
And then in the back of my head, you know, the shit that I'm not thinking about, it's like, it's not like I'm posting it to her fucking family or anything. Surely you understand that it's just trolling. That's the word, trolling. You never did a little trolling? You fucking wimps. No, okay, I get it. It's fucked up, my man. I get it, bro. It's not funny. It's not funny. Oh, no, funny.
I mean, yeah, it seems like he gets it. He seems like he's making both arguments. I really don't even know what I'm supposed to say to most of this. I don't even, dude, he's like, I know what trolling is. I mean, yeah, I don't really troll by doubling down on murdered trans girls, to be honest. I mean, that's not really what I do. But if that's what you're into. I mentioned that he probably should have just responded in my video. Here's me just saying that. Could be just fine with an apology there. You could back off and just you say, oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to be, a dork.
Dork? Look at your fucking hat. Look at your microphone. This nigga uses sure. She in a mood. I'm a fucking gay. You're gay too. Look at your lip color. You're gay. That's gay.
Dude. What about my lip color? My hat? I love my hat. I said that I didn't really care and I unfollowed him, and then he really didn't like that. That's when I unfollowed, by the way. He didn't?
Which I give zero fucks about, by the way.
Also, he got mad at Prezzo, another fellow on Twitter. He got really mad at him for unfollowing him too. So clearly he cares about people unfollowing him, or maybe he is truly just trolling everything, and to him, nothing is, I don't know. It's like, it's hard to really understand what is going on, to be honest. Here's a funny bit too that I like.
No, I don't fucking like oompaville. Invite me to your farm, I'll fucking hit you in the head with a shovel. I'm joking.
He said he would hit me in the head with a shovel, which I don't really know what I did to deserve that. I thought about inviting him out and being able to do like some kind of thing to just see what was up with him during all this stuff, because he's been getting fucking hated on. But after all the shit started happening, I figured he wouldn't be too interested, and then it started to get a little too dark for my liking. I still think it'd be funny if you want to come and hit me in the head with a shovel. You're more than welcome. I don't really care too much. In fact, I'll follow you back after this video. I think you dislike me a lot more than I dislike you. I don't live on a farm though. That is really funny. Eventually the video gets to the Goldie Bell stuff, which is the court case and shit, and he has some choice words on that.
So as soon as I tell my story, then it all goes away basically. But there's a court case. So this fucking Jameski guy, man, when that court case is up, I think it'll go my way. Obviously I have a little bit of fucking like fucking bullshit about it, but overall I think it's like, you're not, there was no the worst stuff that she's accusing me of, I don't want to say it. Bape, right? Clothing brand. It never happened. That shit just never happened. She has sexual trauma from when she was younger by somebody else. She's putting that on me. That's what it is. Yeah, I didn't do anything that bad.
If this would be the response from the very beginning and not just insane skit, because this is a very serious thing. I really don't know if anybody else thinks this is serious. I personally think this is pretty serious. If this shit happened to me, I would be quite serious. Twomad claims that he's schizophrenic, whatever, and he fucking always shitposts and he wants to do the insanity plea. He posted another video after this that was called Insanity Plea, where he reacts to Pyrocynical's video on the situation. Why not just tell your side of the story initially and not troll everyone and make yourself look like a piece of shit? The man appears rational in this 18 minutes into the video. He appears rational to me. And like a really intelligent dude with a story to tell, and I would like to hear it, but we don't have any of that at all. So, you know, maybe if we did, the whole outcome would be different at this point, but I'm not even sure. All we get is him just fucking driving through Oregon.
She's responding.
Fucking burner account.
Okay, you can't claim that you want to be left alone completely if you keep responding. You need to block this guy and everything and be gone forever, and then it's true, leave me alone. But when you're responding, it's like, you're still holding on to something. That
seems like brain rot. In all honesty, I feel like that's like a, I don't know. That just doesn't seem like a very logical thought process, in my opinion. I really don't know, though. I've never been bullied and harassed by someone that I wanted to be in a relationship with. So, I don't know. Maybe I would feel the same. I'm not sure.
And then after that, I left her alone. After like a month, I sent one message. I left her alone. And then after that, I sent her like a couple apologies. Of course I'm going to send you fucking apologies. She said I stalked her for 7 months. I sent you a text message once when you stopped talking to me. And then I sent you 2 more. And those 2 were apologies. The most sincere apology you ever got. Bitch, what the fuck? Stalking?
By the way, I have to clarify that all these are allegations. My first video, this is, you know, it's going to court. We're going to see exactly what happens. We're going to see Twomad's side of the story. We're going to find out what the truth of the situation is. I almost just threw up a little bit. But I do have to say, the explanation of that, just being insane to someone for a month, harassing someone for a month, and then just stopping after a month, I don't understand the thought process. I really don't. This doesn't make a lot of logical sense. She also reveals that she was 18 when all this started, and she's 20 soon, so there's...
Too old.
Dude, like, what is going on in this video? Like, I don't understand. Like, even if you do have another side of the story, how is this video going to help you at all in court? Any reasonable, rational person is going to be like, why not just tell your side of the story immediately and seem like a rational person? Because you have an ability to be rational, Twomad. I mean, genuinely. We'll get to that in a little bit. It's impressive. Twomad also really wanted me to state that the allegations are allegations, which it is true. They are all allegations.
You're not actually very smart, bro. Like, I think you should say a little bit more like that allegations are allegations, stuff like that. I understand, like, harassment or whatever the fuck, but there's no way it's a good idea to have like 90% just positive. for this girl. I, as an actual, like, fair person who's in the fucking middle, think that you're both fucking retarded. I think she's worse. I'm biased, obviously. I actually think she's worse. I'm gonna be honest. In the totality of the situation, I think she's worse. She's nice, like, it's a girl, like, she gave me the sun. I know I had sex, like, I won! But she's fucking worse. I'm the fucking true victim.
This is where I would like to make a point, because he makes a lot of points, and very few of them make sense. And like within the rambling, there is some things that he's saying that, like I said, are rational. Yes, allegations are allegations, and he said he's in the middle, but simultaneously, it would be a lot easier to approach this entire situation with more objectivity from afar if it wasn't just a ridiculous down spiral of insanity on Twitter. Your only response is just being a harassing freak. It isn't really a good look. Sure, 90% of the video is positive to her, whatever, but there's not really a lot to be positive to the Twomad of this situation. Like, genuinely, this is like a masterclass on how not to act when someone alleges something at you. I mean, 100%. This is terrible. What is going on here? I don't want to see anyone who's innocent get fucked over and have their life ruined, but I would also like to see clarity and evidence. And, you know, the only evidence we've seen is of a person named Goldie Bell posting screenshots and messages and alleging things. And you have been posting 85 times an hour on Twitter. I don't really know like what you exactly, and just trolling. It's in the name of trolling. Cool. I get it. All right, cool. Even just logging off and going and working out and fucking changing yourself a little bit would have been better. Join Hustlers University or something. It's way more fucking goofy, by the way, guys. Goldie Bell tweeted, "You literally made..."
And then she's fucking mad because I know who she is, and then she posts this shit. This mortifying ass contract.
Made and signed this, and it is some kind of weird...
No.
contract clause that is not legal.
Santa Claus.
I don't understand what's going on. If you would have told me from 2 years ago that this would be me in 2023, I genuinely would not have believed you, to be honest. And this is probably my favorite part of the entire video, because Twomad says that he blocked her because she wouldn't give him top, then unblocked, then asked again, she said no again, blocked her again, and then she did it after you offered her money. Twomad, this is crazy.
I block her for an entire, like, I meet her, right? And I start texting her, and then I block her for a month because I asked her to suck my dick. She was like, no. I block her for a month, unblock her, and she's like, why did you block me? And I was like, suck my dick. And she said no. Then I blocked her again. And then finally I offered her money, and she agreed, and then that's when the dating actually started. I dated a prostitute. Based.
Like, I don't even know. I don't understand how that's supposed to make you look innocent at all. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Twomad also suggested that I talk about the lack of evidence of him assaulting someone.
Why don't you just say fucking question the stuff that's no evidence? Add that, oompaville.
She was...
Also, what do you mean bitching and moaning? I could do fucking... That tweet right there has as many views as you have many followers on the fucking Twitter. Nobody gives a fuck what you have to say.
There's no evidence of anyone being assaulted, but there is evidence of someone being harassed, you apologizing, and then there's like, that's the whole point of like a lawsuit, right? To figure out what the truth is of the situation. I'm really tired right now. This has exhausted me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'd really like to speak to this man in real life, to be honest, as long as I don't get hit in the head with a shovel. How about this? When the verdict comes out and your name is cleared, I will gladly make a video saying that I am an idiot and that I was completely wrong and that the other parties in this were pieces of shit and Jamesky makes cringe VR content. How about that? I will gladly do that. Until then, I'm on the side of the person that looks like they've been victimized and harassed by a goober. And then the finality of the video is such, and no more so without the lens of unhinged insanity that is on Twitter.
It's hinged, bro. It's hinged. It's hinged. Oompaville, shut the fuck up.
The whole video, in my opinion, just seemed like he was mad. Watched the video, didn't like it, and he was mad. It didn't have enough, I don't know, sounds in it or something. I'm not really sure. No Family Guy, no Subway Surfers. What else am I missing? No racism. No making fun of people who were murdered. No insinuating your jokes. I'm sure he'll tell me. I'm sure I'll watch this. He's been reacting to a lot of my videos. He's reacting to YouTubers, which in all honesty is a great new arc on the internet, which I fucking love. Where's my hat at? I look like an idiot. Yes, I know I look like an idiot. Twomad. Couple things I want to add to this. The main points that I want to make in my video response to My Responded, or whatever it's called, Boys Will Be Boys, which is a reference to men mistreating women. I think Boys Will Be Boys. That's what he titled his response video. I don't know, dude. Twomad still has a ravenous fan base in spite of all this. People who love trolling, schizo posting, people who just don't care. And in reality, when I step out of my room and outside of my house and I get off the internet, I don't remember who Twomad is. I don't care either. So these are people that are maybe more mentally stable than the average person who actually cares. Being chronically online is bad, but it is not bad to hope that someone who is victimized has a sweet, sweet comeuppance and gets justice, right? I hope at the end of this lawsuit that there is that. I have a couple honorable mentions of some epic comments from the video. How else would you react to goofy ass? Mayo drama tuber with stupid hat and mustache. Props to Twomad. True. I'm not one to follow fake celeb drama, but watching this man Twomad respond to everyone in the most I don't give a fuck way possible is so entertaining. Even if the shit is true, which would be terrible, I'm loving the way he's handling it. I honestly, it is very entertaining, but it's just a bad look for him. I mean, like, if he is not guilty of anything, then this is just a bad look forever. For the sake of fairness and just treatment, because that's what I'm all about, baby, I want to read this comment. This guy put it very well, I think. I think it's possible the girl is just trying to defame him over a bad relationship, but he comes across as so unlikable and uncaring about anyone wondering what's actually up with him that I can't take his side seriously. He's just an aloof, selfish weirdo. This is my thoughts. Exactly, to a T. And I think most people's thoughts, as you can tell, anyone can tell. Go to Twomad's Twitter. He has taken an L. He's fallen off. Normal, rational people don't like this type of behavior. The aloofness, regardless of whether or not it's moral grandstanding, whatever you want to say it is, people just don't like it when people are pieces of shit. I will now hand it off to Twomad. Are you actually insane? Twomad, are you a crazy person? Your behavior leaves me split. On one hand, you seem incredibly unhinged, and you have absolutely no ability to see things logically or rationally, or have any moment of clarity, self-reflection, any sort of thing that a normal person might have, especially in a situation like this where clearly there is an error in the way that you're acting. I don't actually think Twomad is insane. I think that this is all an act and he's like trying to do the whole insanity plea thing meme. I'm not actually sure he's trying to do that in reality, but there was an interaction he had in 2021, the end of it, with a popular streamer known as Hassan. Basically what happened is they got into a big argument and then they wanted to debate, and the whole time Twomad is a completely rational guy, it seems like, on stream, that is able to split the memes from being a regular person. So it doesn't seem like he's crazy. This is all just a bit, I think, and he thinks it's funny, or he thinks it's going to help him in some way, but I don't think it is, man. I think just be yourself and, you know, log off and start working out. Maybe get on trend. Maybe hit some rednecks in the head with a shovel. How about that? Please come over. I would love that. Genuinely. In the end, I think it's important we note that Twomad is not a crazy person. He, in fact, is just someone who loves to do a bit of trolling. And unfortunately, when you troll and legal things become involved and there are victims and allegations, it's not as funny for most people. For most people who are regular, who are normal, who like to treat people with respect, it isn't as funny to troll. The trolling thing gets old very quickly. It comes off as selfish. It comes off as aloof, as that one guy said. But real though, please come to my farm. Please. I'll give you a shovel.
Wait, where's this picture? What's wrong with this one? Wasn't on fucking purpose, I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.